Thought I would just do a quick video of some of these penguin classics that are here. There's too many to go through in any kind of depth, but maybe I'll just point out the ones that I really like so far. Borges, if you haven't read his short stories, they're masterful. Kerouac, I haven't read The Subterraneans. I've only really read a few. I didn't like Dharma Bums. On the Road was one of the first books I've ever read. Up here as well, Graham Greene. I've not read that one yet. One of the first books that I ever read was this one, The Old Man and the Sea, which I absolutely loved because it got me into reading, because I thought it was very, very accessible. I'm yet to try any Gaddis, but I bought that in Australia many, many years ago. Other than that, I have a whole stack of Saul Bellow books that you can see just here. I've read a few of his books. I'm a little bit concerned that it's quite dense, but let's see. This Loeb classical library reader I bought because one of my friends is a huge classical reader, and I thought it would be a good inroad. Other than that, Laurie Lee, these books here, they were recommended to me by a British guy. Hans Fallada, I've only read a few of his books which I liked. George Orwell, I've read some of his essays, and I think I've mentioned Down and Out in Paris and London, which is one of my favorite books. Hubert Selby Jr., probably most famous for Last Exit to Brooklyn or Requiem for a Dream. Great books. I do have a back section back there. Other than that, there's another Borges book there. Laurie Lee again, Sided with Rosie, George Orwell. I've heard a lot of good things about this one here. This one here, which is called A Month in the Country by J.L. Carr. I've yet to read that one. Other than that, I'm not going to be able to do the back row today, but there are a whole stack of other books back there. I'll leave that for a separate video. My bookshelves do have these kind of like old postcards that I would have received before, as well as the dehumidifier, which helps suck up some of the moisture in this room because there are no windows. I do have a dehumidifier though, which is up there, which is automatic, as well as a whole lot of other bunch of stuff. I'm from Sydney, Australia, by the way, hence the Sydney Lego. Anyway, have a great day.